Oh, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to make a malt liquor video. Oaktown Hellbilly, aka Mr. Med 40 ounce, back again with another with my King Cobra premium malt liquor straight off the dangerous streets of Stockton, California. In order for me to bring you this high quality, authentic malt liquor entertainment production tonight. Vinyl Hall and Malt Liquor Final Fantasy VII Edition, ladies and gentlemen. Malt liquor label out.
I'm live wire and my rounds fire. Divine cipher, divine, cause clever shine brighter. Intoxicated off of wild ciders. I get pissy drunk and start beating the shit out of a crime fighter. They try to lock me under the breeze.
Delicious.
For 3 weeks, with generally bum niggas who feasting. Pop a medallion right up off of that weak link in front of your bar.
Alright. You clicked on the title. You know what's about to come. I wasn't even going to make this video tonight, but the mail came in. I wasn't expecting this to arrive until Monday or Tuesday, but it arrived today. I'm going to have to check my mail, and there it was sitting there along with something else. We'll get into all that in a minute. But we're enjoying some malt liquor. We're going to talk about Final Fantasy. I'm going to talk about my experiences with the game all the way back in December of '99 when I was stationed in Germany, when I was in Europe. That's massive, a pain in the ass. Live TV, folks, it does happen. Keep slipping. Malt liquor. I gotta tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that King Cobra Premium Malt Liquor is absolutely refreshing and delicious. Brewed and packaged by hardworking, patriotic Americans, and you need to support that. Okay. Let's set the tone, and we'll get into this. Outstanding. These are like the only tracks I can play so I don't get copyright strikes. They'll still let you post your video up or whatever, but YouTube sucks, man. It's terrible. The other album that came in today was Agnostic Front, No One Rules. It's a 2014 compilation album on Radio Raheem Records. There was like 4 different covers. The other two, the one with the giant A and F and all the hardcore kids slam dancing all over the place, like the drawing of that famous flyer. If you're into AF, you know what I'm talking about. It's damn near impossible to find that one, but I'm still looking. If it comes up for sale, I'll get it, but it's probably going to be expensive. This wasn't too bad, $32. It's got a little bit of a bounce to it, but the record plays fine. It's got a 48-page booklet in there. I can't show you the back of the album cover because my video would probably get censored for it. So, as I've said many times, censorship, prohibition, and political correctness is for suckers. I've said it many times. Live free, live how you want to live, just don't bother anybody else or mess with their stuff or steal their stuff, and it ain't hard. But some busybody's got to come on and preen about it and this and that and whine about somebody said this or did this or showed this type of artwork. Go fuck yourself. You fucking moral busybodies. Fuck you. Malt liquor. Censoring art. That's fucking awesome. Good society we live in. Okay. Let's showcase this first. Live TV, folks. This is the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy VII Vinyl, straight from Square Enix. It's got a beautiful outer cover. It's got the symbol on it and all that. And then on the back side is the logo. I haven't opened it yet. It's a picture disc, so I don't even know if I'm even going to open it. I'm just going to have it for display, just to have it, because I'm a tremendous fan of the game. I do love it, and I had to have it. About 2 years ago, they put it out on CD. This is the CD version right here, which I have. I've opened this. I've listened to all the CDs. They all sound great. And then I put it on digital. It's on my other laptop upstairs. So I do have that. This right here, this is my OG PS1 copy of the game. Still have it. Still have all the discs in there. Got the instruction booklet and everything like that. That's the original. That's some original shit right there. I bought this in early December 1999. And we're gonna get into that in a moment on that whole story. It's interesting. Maybe, well, to me it is. You might not like it, but if you don't, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk about it either way. I also have my original strategy guide that I bought the same day. And I was stationed in Baumholder, Germany, and I took it downtown. There was a guy that did bookbinding and stuff for college students or whatever, and I had to put a spiral bind on it with some plastic sheets to protect it, to cover it up. And I've had it all these years. I was going through an old box, doing some cleaning a few months ago, maybe a year ago now actually, and I found that in the box. And I decided to, I display it in my hutch over there, next to the rest of my classic video game shit that I got. And I also have a Japanese version. This is it's on the Japanese version of the PS1. Everything's in Japanese. It won't play on a regular NTSC. It's NTSC JP, I think, or whatever it is. This is I just bought it to have it. It is what it is. And the Nintendo Switch edition that comes with Final Fantasy VIII. I like a hard copy of everything. That's what I got. So take a trip back to December of '99. I was living in Germany, and it was a cold day. I specifically remember that. It was a Thursday, and we were given a long weekend, a 4-day weekend. I guess we had been out in the field for a week or something. We got out of the field, we cleaned all of our equipment and weapons and everything up, and usually in the Army they reward you with a long weekend when you do stuff like that. We did pretty well out there. Anyways, after formation, I'm walking back into the barracks where I lived at, and one of my Army buddies comes up, he's like, "Hey man, you want to go down to Frankfurt tonight, go down to the red light?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I do." It's fucking Pope Catholic. You know what I'm saying? Is the Pope shit in the woods, as the dude says, malt liquor. So he's like, "All right, meet up with me in front of the barracks in like an hour." So whatever, take care of business, get cleaned up, get ready for the evening. And I met up with him in the parking lot, and the temperature had gone down even further. It was starting to get cold, and I mean cold. You're talking like low 20s at this point. It was already dark out and everything. So we get into his car, we drive up to Eder Oberstein, because that's where the train station was, and we got on the train to Frankfurt. Prior to driving up there, we stopped off at the 24-hour Shopette and gas station, and I purchased a 40 ounce of Colt 45 malt liquor, and he purchased a tall can of Old English 800 malt liquor. That's what it was. That's the way it was back then. It was cheap, you know, and that's how we were. Malt liquor. In those days in Germany, you were allowed to drink on the trains. I don't know how it is now. That's a long time ago now. So I'm drinking my 40 on the train. I got a paper bag around it. We're not being loud or nothing like that. And we pull into Frankfurt. And we walk out of the Hauptbahnhof and walk over to the Tonnesek bar. Tonnesek bar has a bratwurst stand next to it. There's some lowlifes hanging out in the street. That's any major city. That's how it goes. You avoid them. Like you cross the street to avoid them. And then I decided to walk into the Marble Palace. We all know what happens in the Marble Palace. Malt liquor! Round 1, round 2, round 3. Back to the Tonnesek for a tall can of Beck's. Off to the bratwurst stand for one of them bratwurst sandwiches with that German curry ketchup on that. Fucking delicious. Absolutely delicious. And, then we sat at the bar for a while. I went back up for round 4. You know, we kind of got split up, but our meeting point was always at the Tonnesek bar. So around 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, that was it. I was about done. And the train station didn't open up, you know, until about 5:30, but there was an area down below under the, you know, there was a stairwell that went down kind of under where the railroad tracks was at. And they, you know, it was heated over there, and there were benches so you could hang out over there. They didn't care if you slept, as long as you weren't being an asshole, you were good. You know, the Polizei, they wouldn't even mess with you. Sometimes if you're, you know, Americans or whatever, they might mess with you, ask to see some ID if you were drinking, you know, or that. But other than that, they wouldn't really normally mess with you. So we're sitting on the benches sleeping. 5:30 comes around, the first train. We walk in. We went to the McDonald's, got some breakfast and some coffee and shit, and then went to our track to wait for our train to show up. It finally shows up, we get on the train, and it's snooze time at that point because it's about a 2-hour and 15-minute train ride back to Eder Oberstein. Get back to Eder Oberstein, and I had been thinking about this all night, right? All night. I said, you know, I still got the rest of this weekend. I had already been in the fucking thing once. I want to get Final Fantasy VII. I already picked it up and looked at it once earlier that week. I want to get Final Fantasy VII. So here it is, this copy right here. This exact one sat on the shelf of the Power Zone of the main PX in Baumholder, Germany in December of '99. They were still selling new copies. This is, notice, this is not the greatest hits version that has that green shit on the side. This is an OG copy right here. So I asked him, I'm like, hey, can we stop off at the PX or whatever once we get back to Baumholder? He says, yeah. And then I said, I need to go to the 24-hour shop back because I got to get a case of beer and I got to get another 40 ounce of malt liquor because I ain't coming out of my room for the next 3 days. Malt liquor! I walk in, I picked it up, bought the game, and they had the strategy guide. They had a pile of strategy guides right there. I bought this too. I had never played a game like that before, never. And after a night of drinking and whoring, which I had a lot of fun doing that, the best way to spend the rest of your long weekend is playing video games, you know, just chilling, listening to punk rock and playing Final Fantasy VII. And that's what the rest of my weekend entailed. And drinking and having a good time. That's what it was. And that's a very fond memory that I have. I got back to my room, jumped in the shower. I fell asleep for about 4 hours, and once I woke up, it was in kind of the early afternoon, maybe late afternoon, whatever. I turned on the game, and I must have played for about 12 or 13 hours straight, because next thing I know, the fucking sun's coming up. And it had been snowing all night. It started snowing once we got back to Eder Oberstein, and there was about 1.5 feet of snow on the ground. I opened up my curtains to look outside, and it was absolutely beautiful as the sun was rising. You know, on all that snow. So I fell asleep for a few hours. I woke back up and it was still snowing again. It started snowing again. The sun went away or whatever. It started snowing again. It's just absolutely beautiful. I have a very fond memory of that. I mean, think back in time. I truly and honestly do wish that time travel was possible because I would go back to that weekend specifically. And, you know, I played all weekend. I really enjoyed myself, drinking malt liquor, drinking some beer, playing Final Fantasy VII, doing whatever, enjoying the scenery. You know, when you're young like that, treasure that time because it doesn't come again. It only happens once. Malt liquor label out. Follow blueprint. That's absolutely refreshing and fucking delicious. As soon as this malt liquor masterpiece is over, I'm going to be spinning some records tonight, doing some Bad Religion. I got my Thelonious Monk album is going to get another spin with this one right here. Shit, goddammit. The Gearbox Records Japanese pressing, an excellent, excellent album. I might get into some Wu-Tang later and probably finish off the evening with some Black Flag. Which fucking side is it? Yeah, that's Misfits. It's my right side, Black Flag. Malt liquor! So thanks for listening. I just want to share all that. You know, the world is a shithole. It really is. Oh, fuck. My final point. Allow me to get into it. I told you it might be a long one, you know. This also arrived today. The Batman film score. And I went to see the Batman yesterday afternoon after work. I gotta tell you, it's a fucking excellent film. Go see it. Go enjoy it. It's long as fuck. It's almost 3 hours long. If you're not into long movies, don't even bother. And it's filmed in like a noir style, old school noir style. It's not CGI. It's not like a fucking Marvel movie. It's dark. It's brooding. It's fucking gritty and grimy, and it's the real deal. During the car chase scene, I found myself gripping my fucking seat. I was like, holy shit, it was very intense. Great film, I enjoyed it. And that score, Michael Giacchino, I think his name is, or whatever. Fuck, I don't know, whatever. It's perfect. And it really fucking, that's That's its own character in the film. The music, the accompanying score. Wonderful film. Go see it. Check it out. You know, I caught a matinee yesterday up in Tracy on my way home from work. A little liquor. Highly, highly recommended. I think it might be time for a new mask. This motherfucker keeps slipping on me. That's the other thing. To all my new subscribers, I gained a few today. I cuss a bit, you know. I was in the Army for fucking 20 years. And it's just who it is what it is. I'm not gonna stop fucking doing it, so. If you don't like cussing, you might as well fucking unsubscribe. Oh, liquor. Shout out to 209 J Jones, Loopbag Larry, the legendary Huffy 72, Rock Bottom 559, Cause of 25, Lone Wolf fucking 420, Pro Wrestling Guy, Shady, of course. I know Shady, I know how much you love Agnostic Front. Oh, liquor. Actually, you don't. Lootbag Larry 2, of course. Falstaff, of course. You know, one of the fucking OGs of this whole shit. There's other ones. Oh, liquor. We're at the swill anyway. Approach the motherfucking swill. Some people call it the swill. I call it the best fucking part of the whole goddamn thing. Approaching the motherfucking swill. Alright. What are we gonna do? Oh, I know what the fuck we're gonna do. And we're probably gonna have to listen to some fucking stupid ads, but whatever. Yep, we do. But I'll mute that shit for you. And I gotta wait like 12 more seconds to fucking be able to pass through it. It is what it is. Study the label. Enjoy that. Look at that. Out fucking standing. Fuck you. Oh, a whole 30 seconds of ads. Great. Good job. Fuck you, YouTube. You fucking, so you ruined a great fucking thing that you had going. You fucked it up. You fucked it up. Oh, also, I forgot. Florida 32 ounce. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Mr. Met 40 ounce Oaktown Hillbilly fucking exclusive. I am no longer beefing with Florida 32 ounce. That beef is over. And because he's a fucking vinyl head like I am, and I want to try to encourage him to, you know, put out a vinyl hole and malt liquor video. He also has an audio. He's got a similar setup to what I got, I think, but his amplifier and his speaker setup is probably different than what I got. But I know his turntable is right on point with mine. So that beef is suspended. I used to consider him the most diplomatic man on YouTube. I think that's about right. We got into a beef for some stupid fucking reason. I don't know why. Whatever. I think we had a political disagreement on something, but on this channel I do not discuss politics whatsoever. I am fucking apolitical here, like a fucking anarchist. I don't give a fuck. If you like my, if you are one way or the other and you like my videos, I don't care. You are welcome here. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So we had like a political disagreement or whatever it is. It's kind of unfortunate over fucking stupid bullshit, and then we started beefing. This was like fucking 4 years ago now. So that beef is now over, and I'm trying to encourage him to cam up more often and do like a vinyl haul and malt liquor video series like what I'm doing, malt liquor. So shout out to fucking Florida 32 ounce. You need to immediately move out of fucking Florida and move to a state where you can purchase a 40 ounce of fucking malt liquor. You can't even get a full measure over there. Florida 32 ounce. Good God. Malt liquor. Fucking hold on. This fucking swill is dedicated to Mr. fucking Loopbag Larry. Also a fucking Final Fantasy VII aficionado like I am. Malt liquor. And JSCO and RSCO Maine. None of your fucking phone, bro. No phone. Mr. Metler, Oaktown Hillbilly, rate, comment, subscribe, whatever the fuck you gotta do. I'm the fuck out of here. Malt liquor! Shout out to Loopbag Larry.